Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and this is my 31 days of horror movie reviews. And I just got done watching a film that was on Netflix, and I remember hearing about this movie coming out, and it's kind of coming off of the Fear Street movies that there was three of them that came out a couple years ago on Netflix, and I really enjoyed those films. I had fun with it, so I'm surprised I didn't get to this sooner. But I'm talking about Fear Street Prom Queen, which is a 2025 film. They are based off of the books by R.L. Stine. These aren't Goosebumps. This is not as much for kids as those were. This is directed by Matt Palmer. And I'll just jump right to my thoughts and opinions on the film because I actually enjoyed this film. I did. I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. When the movie was over, only an hour and a half long, so extra points. More points for being on Netflix so I don't have to leave the comfort of my home, right? To go watch a horror movie with a bunch of teenagers that won't shut the fuck up if it was in theaters. So there you go. And also, an hour and a half later, I said to myself, I had a good time with that. And that's really all I'm looking for when I'm watching these 31 horror films, is that I just want to watch some good, fun horror movies. I'm not expecting a whole lot. I'm not asking for a whole lot. I say this because I would fully expect anybody to have watched this and have maybe not been impressed, or maybe have complaints over it doing some of the similar things that we have seen in the horror genre quite a few times, especially lately. And I get that. One thing that would probably be something that people would talk about is that this takes place in 1988, which a lot of horror movies have been taking advantage of being set in the 80s so that it would have that killer soundtrack. The soundtrack is pretty fire in this movie, I won't lie. Again, extra points. Also, 1988, the year I was born, so a couple more points there. And this takes place in the Shady Side High School, and it's obviously revolving around this prom queen situation. You have a bunch of girls who are up for this, and they're all competing with each other. And the main girl, Lori Granger, is played by India Fowler. And I've never seen this actress before, but I couldn't help while looking at her thinking that, man, she, like, looks wise, reminds me a lot of Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones. Like, I just definitely, without, I guess, not red hair so much, but I kind of got that vibe from her. And I also felt really bad for this girl because the type of bullying that she's going through, once again, you could say typical cliche, a girl in high school being bullied by the popular girls, but these popular girls would make the plastics in Mean Girls seem like child's play. This is like some Stephen King level bullying. I mean, yeah, they're not physically abusive to her. They're not hitting her or trying to kill her physically, but mentally, they're fucked up. Especially this main girl, Tiffany. Holy fuck, did I hate this girl, Tiffany. Like, every chance she got, she would go up to Lori and say some of the most hurtful things, like detailed things about how, oh yeah, your mom killed your father, which, that's like a rumor going around, and people think that she's weird because of that rumor, but it's just constant. Every fucking scene is this girl talking about this. And I was at the point where there's one scene, because these two characters live across the street from each other, so they constantly see each other. But there's one scene where Lori's walking down the street, sidewalk, and this Tiffany girl comes running up to her like, oh, hey, Lori, I gotta just tell you something. So remember how your mom did it? It's like, oh, like, fuck. This is creepy. This is creepy. It's more weird how obsessed this Tiffany girl is with this Lori girl. It almost made me think, does she want to fuck her? Like, does she have this deep, dark-rooted crush on her that she's not fully developed and understood yet, right? Because it's obsessive. It's weird how much she's all over this girl. I mean, I know she's upset because Lori has the eyes for Tiffany's boyfriend, and so that becomes a conflict of interest over time. I did like this character, Megan, who's played by Susanna Sun. She's Lori's best friend. I thought maybe she too had a thing for. I don't know why I'm thinking all these characters are gay or lesbian, but she was just very protective of her friend, and I'm not saying that makes you gay. I'm just saying, I don't know, like, she wanted her to take her to prom as her date, and she dressed up in like a tuxedo type deal. I mean, it's, you don't really blame me there, do you? But I liked their dynamic. I liked how, even though her friend was kind of dark with like the pranks that she pulled, I dug it. I thought it was kind of funny. So maybe that makes me fucked up. I don't know. There was one scene where Tiffany was really harassing Lori in class. And it always irks me when people are bullied in school in movies, because I'm just sitting there going, where the fuck is the teacher? In this case, the teacher was talking to the class and gave them a topic, and they just started fucking with Lori instead. And I'm sitting there going, why is the teacher just allowing this to happen? Why isn't the teacher saying anything to this Tiffany girl? Only for you to see that the teacher was played by Chris Klein. And Chris Klein is just so goofy. Like, I don't know if he's playing goofy or if he just is this goofy in general. But you later find out that Chris Klein is not just the teacher. He's Tiffany's father. So, of course, he's letting Tiffany get away with murder. So that makes a lot of sense. Tiffany's mother is played by Catherine Waterston, and I thought she was really good as well, because she played that mother that just was like a little, she was subtly in her daughter's head, almost like pushing her to hate the Lori girl so much, because the mother has her own prom queen history with Lori's mother. Like, it dates back to, it's wild and it's fucked up. But I thought that was interesting. Also, the mass killer. I should talk about the fact that this is a slasher, because being a slasher, you're going to get even more points for me. I just keep talking about like point here, point there, because I love slashers. I'm a sucker for slasher. You want me to be a little nicer to your horror movie, then make it a slasher film, because you get somebody wearing a mask and even a more standout outfit like this red, almost devil looking outfit. I'm like, okay, I'm in. I'm here. I'm here for this. You have that situation of looking at all of these characters in high school and trying to figure out who it is. Is that the killer? Is that the killer? I even found myself convinced that, oh, well, this is probably the killer. And then I was wrong. So I guess kudos to tricking and fooling me. The kills were very practical. I was impressed with that. I'm not saying they were super scary or super not telegraphed, but there was a couple ones that the practicalness looked great. And there's a couple that were pretty brutal. I'm talking about like somebody getting their hands chopped off or their face sawed or stuff like that, to where I was like, okay, they went for it. They didn't hold back. And so that was cool. Overall, I had fun with this. I think the movie did some twists and turns that I appreciated. Oh, I also want to mention, so the Tiffany girl has her mean girl group with her, right? The plastics, or fake plastics in this case. And I liked that there was one of the girls, Melissa, who finally stood up and said, all right, fuck you. You're just a bitch. You're being mean to this girl. And she actually, like, went to the other side and started being nice to Lori. And I said, fucking A, I like this girl, Melissa. She's played by Ella Rubin, who looked very familiar. I looked her up and saw that she was in that shitty Until Dawn movie from this past year. It's not her fault. She's a good actress. She was good in this movie. So guys, yeah, if I had to rate this, I mean, man, I probably am giving it too much credit. I probably am being way too nice to it. And maybe I'm just in a really fucking good mood right now, but I'm going to give it a full price. It's a really fun film that, because it's on Netflix, I know I went really high with that rating. I'll probably regret that tomorrow, but who gives a shit? Let me know in the comments below if you saw Prom Queen, the Fear Street. What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you love it? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.
Souls taken over by a devilish path. You got me walking on broken glass. Kicking down the door with a Jason mask. With a decked out machete, but you motherfuckers know it's heavy. Anytime you're ready, you can get you with a Bowie. Setting up to blow me, but the bitch don't know me. Who's going? I'm going. You know, I know that the man in the mirror is my next rival. Time goes and I never thought I'd live it so fast. Staring at the world from the end of my glass. Turned into a dark place, severed my brain. I'd have dropped out of class.